everybody, and welcome. And that was all the modes of the major scale. Um, for those of you who know me, I always rant and rave about modes and how important they are. Now, I've been getting a lot of email from people, and one of the biggest questions I get asked is, like, how do you get to know your neck and feel comfortable with playing and know where you are and everything? And I want to always take everything back to modes and scales and everything. So I firmly believe, like, the most important thing that you can ever learn is your major scale. You know, most of the Western music that we hear comes from that. And once you can get an understanding of that scale and the modes inside of it, and you know, be able to understand them in different degrees, you can move that pattern around your neck, and it's all the same. It's all the same. Do you know what I mean? So what we have here, if you think of your major scale as your parent scale, and it has 7 tones and 8 steps. Now, play the G twice or the A twice, doesn't matter what key we're in, because we need to hear that closure. But what we have is 7 tones and 8 steps. Each one of these notes has a scale. Because the parent scale has 7 tones and 8 steps, each one has to have that. So what you got there is a pattern up your neck, or across the neck, or diagonally, what you want. Now, I've loaded a really rough chart onto my MySpace lessons, and it's right there. You can have a look at it. You can go see it. And what I've got there is a little bit of an explanation about how you can tie knowing your modes into understanding your neck and feeling really comfortable about it, because it's all about patterns. So if you notice, though, on that sheet I haven't assigned the modes to any key. But what we're going to do is work them on a G, okay? Now, if you look at it, you can see around the outer edges is a physical pattern, three strings. So if you notice, A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E. Well, what those are is how the patterns interlock between each other. There's the note. Common going on. Next one moves up, C. Next. How they all interlock. Now, once you get an understanding of that pattern, it can be played anywhere on your neck, whatever key you're in. If you're D major, you know, there is all the notes that are in harmony with that D. Or if you're in G major, every scale. You know, come out of B. Now, you know, there's my Lydian. Mixolydian, my natural minor. Now, the best thing about that is once you've got an understanding of that, of the whole idea of modes and that concept, like, it goes on for infinity up and infinity down. So once you can really get a grip on it and know, say, we're in a B major, understand your diminished or your locrinus directly behind you. Your natural minor is right behind you down there, you know. There's Mixolydian. You know, your E is your Lydian. So that pattern is forever. So once you understand that and you start working your modes, your neck automatically will start to fall into place. You know, and your understanding for chords and being able to chord through mode and be able to invert those. You know, and then play through your scales and be, oh man, it's just, and so on and so on and so on. So anyways, in my opinion, the best way to really, really, really get to know your neck is to get to know your modes, how your modes applied, and just all your songs, everything will break down. It will start to give you that understanding and confidence to be able to play what you think and think what you play. Okay? Thanks.